Welcome to this Age of Empires forecasted game, and today, spawning in the east side of the map, in orange, we've got 3DB playing as the Chinese. His opponent today will be Opa, playing in pink as the Delhi Sultanate. Now, Opa is actually Wham, so we'll call him Wham for now because that's who he is. Welcome everyone to Marshland. That is the map for today, with plenty of shore fish in the middle, with that sacred site looming away, asking to be taken by the Delhi Sultanate. Obviously, the Delhi Sultanate do love their sacred sites. Well, interesting civilization matchup, and Chinese versus the Delhi. I think the Delhi often will have the tempo aggression in this matchup. They want to obviously get onto the map, secure the sacred sites if they can. Certainly the middle one in particular. I mean, this one behind B's base is not really going to be a possibility, but, well, you never know. Crazier things have happened in Age of Empires 4, but at least two of the sacred sites, Opa, Wham, he will want that. And, I mean, interestingly enough, the Chinese do have the ability to drop a Barbican of the Sun in a very commanding position in this map. You know, securing the shorefish is certainly a really strong advantage they can have. I wonder if he'll do such a thing. We'll have to see. He's going for the sheep first, of course, with the mill, supervising with the Imperial official, as you'd expect. And now, you know what, I have to admit, guys, I'm actually pretty hungry right now, and I don't know about you guys. I certainly do love Chinese food. Obviously, I can't really cook Chinese food. I'm not Chinese myself, but I'd love to know from you guys, what kind of takeaway foods do you like? You know, sometimes you need some comfort food. Sometimes you're not, you don't have the ability to cook, or you don't have the time, or maybe you just don't have the patience to cook and you just want something a bit cheeky. Get a bit of takeaway. What's your favorite cuisine that you take from restaurants? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. I'm certainly craving a bit of Chinese at the moment, but, well, we'll have to get through this game, talk strategy, and maybe we'll satisfy our appetites afterwards. We'll have to see what's in the fridge. Well, anyway, Dome of the Faith is the landmark of choice for the Delhi Sultanate, and Wham. Quite a typical landmark to be chosen by a Delhi Sultanate at the moment. The Tower of Victory has kind of fallen out of fashion in some ways. The Imperial Academy is the landmark for B today, and that's kind of expected. You often expect a Song dynasty from the Chinese. Multiple town centers, possibly. I mean, talking about the map, it's actually quite a nice map for B. If he walls up to the edge of the map, he's actually got a lot of space behind him. 2 buried patches, the sacred site stone, a deer pack as well. So walling to the edge of the map here could be incredibly strong for him. Well, this is like a dream base. He's got plenty of food. The deer, 3 berry bushes, and with minimal walling needed to do that. That's actually pretty impressive. The Delhi Sultanate, a little bit more exposed and open. I mean, a forward Barbican of the Sun could be amazing here. Obviously, he's going for the Imperial Academy first anyway, but yeah, it does have a back guard and back stone. It looks like, in fact, holy moly, it could be a Delhi Sultanate 2-town center play. That would be interesting. We don't often see that. This is going to be exciting to see, because the Delhi Sultanate going 2-town centers against the Chinese is very awkward. Like, you can't really match the production of villagers. But we'll see. In fact, B has actually come off of gold, which is kind of curious, because he doesn't have enough for that Barbican in the Sun. So it doesn't look like it's going to be Song Dynasty. Which is rather interesting, because if you expect a heavy feudal age aggression, often it's Chukanu. That's usually the unit that's chosen for the Chinese, but apparently not today. And, well, Wham is going to look to try and get that scouting information. He spots the stone there, but that's not really... I mean, I suppose there's not... Yeah, that would be the natural stone for him to get. Wham must be very confused right now. In any case, he's going for that second town center. The question is, where would he place it? It does have berries and deer and wood on the front there. That could be a nice spot. It's a little bit exposed though, to be fair. Let's take a look in the south. Now there is the boar, but of course the Delhi Sultanate can't take the boar. This could be a nice spot. It's a little bit exposed again. It does have a nice bit of shorefish though. But I don't think it's going to be down south. It's too far away. Maybe on the west here. This could be a nice spot. There's a decent amount of berries. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Decent amount of berries. There's a back gold. There's a sacred site to secure as well. That's actually a nice spot there for a second town center for Wham. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Alright, well, we're seeing something completely new from the Chinese. I don't think I've ever seen the Chinese trade. Even when trading was like a thing. This is kind of crazy. And it's 3 markets as well. It's not like he's going cheaply with this. He can't even produce out of 3 already, but he's going to do it anyway. Eventually. As soon as the gold starts running in. Holy smokes, that's going to be a crazy amount of economy coming in. Wham must be a little bit confused. He might be expecting a full aggression because he's only seen 1 town center so far. I don't think he's scouted the trade, which he probably will love to do soon. He's going to need to do soon because that's really going to scale out of control. And Well, we're seeing something new today. I'm glad I picked this game to cast because, well, we're seeing the Chinese trade, which is certainly not something you can say very often. And the Delhi two-town center. This is kind of off-meta place for both civilizations. Delhi tend not to open two-town centers, but it's something that they could try and do more often, maybe. It's a tricky one with the Delhi. Like, they're kind of a bit strange situation right now. They do have Compound of the Defender that can get them the cheaper keeps. And obviously getting the village fortresses allows the keeps to essentially be town centers. But yeah, there's an interesting mechanic to go for two town centers and have a bit of a stronger feudal age push. But okay, he scouts it out now. He scouts the trade. I wouldn't be surprised to see a blacksmith. Oh, sorry. He's already got a blacksmith, but a barracks going down as well to try and supplement with the stable units. Getting those upgrades for free for the Delhi, of course. And it is certainly just the one landmark, the Imperial Academy. No Barbican of the Sun here today. Does have 4 of these Imperial officials. They're boosting up the economy very, very nicely. Looking to get the upgrades as well. Does already have double broadaxe. Is now looking to get forestry. Just come in right now. Where's this villager going off to? Maybe to wall up. I mean, the reason why this is kind of a crazy strategy is there's a lot of walling to be done. It's kind of got one half of the map done, but this is a lot of walling without any wood lines in between. There's going to be a lot of wood invested. There's a couple of horsemen to protect the villager. And what's the Delhi Sultanate up to now? It's got a couple of Ghazi raiders, or maybe just the one Ghazi raider heading across the map now. Looking to harass the traders if he can. But interesting because this is kind of a scenario that B will be quite happy about. Like, he's quite happy to trade right now because his opponent's on two-town center. Like, his opponent can't produce military too fast because he's producing from two-town centers. There's a lot of food cost to supplement that and to sustain that. And that gives the opportunity for B to get this trade online. And it... Oh boy, is it getting online. He's already got... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He's already got 12 traders in total. You can see the economy there. 47 economy units to 37. Despite the Delhi having 2 town centers. He's now going to get the sacred site. That'll add a little bit of gold trickling in. And let's change over to the gold per minute. I want to see the gold per minute. It's currently at 900. That's going to start to escalate pretty quickly. Look at the palisade walls coming out. Slowly and surely getting there. Not enough military on the field for Delhi to kind of deny that just yet. A lot of it's back home. It's going to be getting a mosque now as well. Now I wonder with this situation whether Delhi will go for the castle age. It looks like it actually. Looking to maybe get some elephants. That could be a strong play. You know, there was once a time when Delhi used to go huge amounts of elephants and scholars. Maybe we'll see a return of that. Especially because he's dropped down a mosque. It kind of suggests so. As I said, walls are getting there. Almost. A lot to wall up though. Definitely a lot to wall up. Alright, when it's going to be wham, going up with the House of Learning to that castle age at a pretty solid time, almost 10 minutes. It's just going to be just over 10 minutes. Maybe around the 11-minute mark. 10 and a half, we'll have to see. But yeah, the trade really kind of online now. Let's see how many traders we've got now. 19 in total, 20 almost. Yeah, 20. Looking good. That gold income, 1,000 per minute. And certainly going to need to trade some of that in, of course. You get plenty of gold coming in from... I mean, he probably doesn't need these villages on gold anymore. Could probably take them off and put them on food to get to that next stage. What's interesting is that neither civilization, neither player have gone for the shorefish in the middle. Not yet, anyway. A lot of wolves around. I'm actually going to switch over to Wham's point of view, because otherwise we're going to constantly get notification from the wolves, which would be kind of annoying. And here we see an archery range, maybe tower defense. We'll have to see. I mean, he should have a decent economy for this, because he's got 2 town centers, 49 villages. When you compare that to B's economy, 65. I mean, B's going to get a fully kind of population cap before too long. And now he's going to go up with the astronomical clock tower. Going to get to the castle age himself. He should be able to rush that down. And the Chinese can obviously build very fast. And he's going to be using a good chunk of villages on this landmark to build it. 11 so far. And he's going to be getting double stable, a barracks, triple stable. So it might be... I mean, this is an interesting concept. Because if Delhi Sultanate go for elephants, that's going to be rough for the stable play here for the Chinese. I wonder what B is thinking. What he has up his sleeve. What he's thinking about doing next. What is he strategizing? B now does get to that castle age. The bad thing for the Daily Sultanate is getting to the castle age a little bit earlier than the opponent doesn't necessarily help them that much, because it's quite a long time before these upgrades come in. Now, he has to queue them up, and it just takes a time compared to, it doesn't really have that many scholars garrisoned inside the mosques. And so those upgrades, it takes some time. It's a really tough power spike for the Delhi in many ways. But the military numbers looking solid for B here, 16 to 9. I think this just suits the Chinese. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird because one maybe tried to get a second town center to keep up with the Song dynasty. But looks like B's just played this perfection. I mean, you don't expect trade, and because you don't expect it, it's a bit tricky to deal with. And by the time Wham got some army on the field, well, so did B, and he already got the palisade walls up. Wallow going off, doesn't quite manage it. He's trying to get those relics now. Wham has already got one in the bank, and has that central, the sacred side on his west side rather. And we do see some elephants. 2 war elephants already on the field. A couple of Ghazi raiders do go down to the spearmen, looking to pick up another relic. I don't think it'll work. Might be getting a Wallow though. You're gonna get it? No, he hasn't plotted it. Go on, Wham! He's picking up. I don't think it's gonna work though. I think the spearmen take him out before it's too late for the Wallow. It's too late. Now we're looking at how many traders in total. Wait. Ah, right. If I go to Wham's position, B's point of view, 34 traders. Holy moly! I think B might just need to go full spearman here because there's a lot of elephants. Those cavalry won't be able to do him any good. Only has, well, he's got 2 barracks now, which is pretty decent. Yeah, I mean, interestingly, it's a pretty passive game. Lots to talk about though. Horseman just trying to go for the tower elephant almost. He's going to back off 2 elephants moving forward, looking to get that relic there. Wham. Maybe looking to try and break through on the trade. It does need to do some damage, and just Wham not being able to get a foothold in this game. 66 economy to 85. 16 military to 25. Granted, now these are heavy premium units of the war elephants. Holy smokes, he really takes us out. Those lancers got shredded. Understandable though, because these elephants are pretty expensive. Have a look at the cost of these boys. 400 food, 350 gold. They do not come cheaply. Running a lancer into the back. Does get away with it though, B. Oh, berries. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, it's a lancer. It's a lancer. Does get a villager though. Alright, here comes maybe a bit of a push. So Nesta Bees has to go back, and certainly the cavalry has to go back. He needs spearmen here, B. He definitely needs spearmen. Alright, well, anyway, I'm going to take this opportunity to say I hope you guys enjoying the casted games content on the channel. Yeah, I mean, it's been a long road to develop my casting skills, and I think it's getting better. And if you are enjoying the content, then do think about subscribing to the channel for future casted games, and also drop a like on the video. It really helps me out with the algorithm. And also, of course, let me know what takeaways do you guys like. I'm thinking of Chinese today. The war elephants, they're gonna try and take a fight. I mean, the thing is now is, what does Opa do? What does Wham do? He needs more tower elephants, maybe. He needs to deal with the spearmen some way. Maybe take into archers? He's got to do something about those, because those spearmen will dive on this soon. And even with the number of scholars he's got, well, it might be a bit of a pincer attack. B, he's going to sandwich these units, and he's going to take out a lot of them. Tower elephant goes down first, I think. No, it's a scholar that goes down. The spearman will be in chase. He's going to take a tower elephant down now with the Nesta Bees firing on the back line. Those elephants are exposed. Spearmen are stopping them from moving around, trying to body block them, and he's doing it pretty well. Scholars, he needs more scholars. 2 elephants, they get trapped, and he's going to be going down. Nesta Bees, I think, gets the final hit. Loses 3 elephants there, absolutely huge. Huge amounts of resources being lost by Wham. Does have a couple more elephants coming in, but maybe he overcommitted just a little bit. Might lose another one. No, backs off now, B. Does want to fight underneath the outpost. Does have the sacred site cap, though. He wants to deny that, B, I would have thought. Might just take down the outpost, to be fair, at this point. Does have a lot of lancers that will get absolutely shredded by the elephants if they get close. Nesta Bees firing off. Ooh, villagers might go down if the Nesta Bees get a couple more hits. Continues to produce lancers, though, which is kind of interesting. Maybe to deal with any archers that might pop out. But with 2 relics already in the bag, another one coming in, 2 sacred sites. Gold income looking pretty solid for Wham. I'll tell you who it's looking a little bit more solid for. It's definitely B. He's got 44 traders, 103 economy units, 43 military. He will be pop capped soon enough to his limit of 200 soon. Only about 50 more to go. Where's it going? I'm looking to expand the economy. Could take the ball there, B. Could be a nice source of free food. It has the mobility. I mean, the real trouble for Delhi is that they have absolutely no mobility right now. And that's a concern because the trade's been running for such a long time, and I'm not sure the elephants was the play in the end because he doesn't have the mobility to stop the trade. Barely has the mobility to keep up with his enemy army. He's healing up with scholars. Gonna need more than 2 though. And I think because of the fact that, well, Delhi have gone for elephants, it means that B could potentially go out onto the map. A lot of spearmen. The spearmen might just surround these elephants. I'm not sure why Wham is fighting this. Trying to snipe out the nest of bees maybe. But B not taking the fight, interestingly enough. Holding on for now. Couple of lancers going into the wood line. That's actually really effective. No elephants here. Couple of villagers going to be idled. Some will die as well. Does lose one. The elephants, it's just... How does he deal with this? There's no walls for Wham. But that's kind of hurting him in a way. Okay, he just can't stop the raids. The elephants are chasing, but how do they chase with a movement speed of 0.88? Spearman might just dive in here. Nest of bees getting hit on the elephants. Obviously don't do too much damage. Villagers are going to have to run away. Maybe looking to build a wall, a gate rather, and go on the other side. Trouble is, nest of bees could be waiting for him on the other side, or nest of bee does get taken down by the town centre. Oof. Okay, that gold vein is being denied. That's actually pretty huge. I think that's the last source of gold for Wham. In terms of, like, mineable gold. Does have a lot of elephants. Looks like it's going full elephants. Full elephants versus full trade? Who would have thought? Trying to get the palisade walls. Will go up, but that's going to go down as quickly as it was built. Going to try and repair it, but yeah, not going to work. Spearmen get in. What do you do if you're Wham here? Just constantly being pulled here and there. With trade in the background for B. This is looking rough. Yeah, he's almost population capped at 200. 187 at the moment. Gonna snipe one of the elephants? Oh no, he survives just for now. But for how long? Villagers are going to be targeted maybe. The garrison as much as they can. Loses one tower elephant. Loses the normal war elephant. The cavalry are getting involved when they really shouldn't. They're going to get shredded. But the spearmen as well. The spearmen will take care of them if they can get close. And they do get close from the south. He's going to wrap around. He's going to trap 2 elephants right next to each other. There's nothing they could do. They cannot get out. 2 of them do go down. The elephants are tumbling down, leaving the massive carcass in behind. Where does Opa go? Where does he go? Wham. He has to back off. Go back home. Trouble is, the spearmen are there waiting. Blocking them. Another tower elephant bites the dust. And another one. It's going to be going down soon. There we are. And a war elephant now next. It looks like it. A lot of economy going down in a big hunk of heap of elephant tusks. Well, that was huge amounts of damage. The spearmen are now dead, but, well, there's more coming. That's the big problem. Wham has not been able to stop this trade for the whole game. It's definitely the story of the traders. 59 of them has expanded the economy in the south now to the shortfish. Imperial official supervising the berries, but back in the base for Wham. He cannot get out. He just cannot catch a break. Has a couple of nest of bees now, 2 of them. That could do a lot of damage to the scholars actually. Does have 6 of them. This could be the beginning of a big push maybe for Wham. But he's, you know, half the economy. Very limited military. Oh, he's going to be running out of gold now too. He has to venture across the map. Right into the middle of the map, and I don't know how I feel about that. The elephants might look to defend that position, but there aren't that many. A lot of them got sniped by the spearmen. The spearmen were the real MVP here for B. And you could probably say the traders were too. Looks like he only really committed to 2 barracks, just possibly constantly producing. Nest of bees get the hit off. The elephant's going to dive in. There's 3 nest of bees. They barely do anything to the elephants. Scholars healing up as well. The army 50 to 36. Surprisingly low numbers here for B. Yeah, here we go. More barracks. He's going to really mass up those spears. Good number of lancers. Going to take down that outpost, deny the deer pack. This is where Wham's going to struggle. He's going to need a farming transition, but he doesn't have the economy for it right now. Yeah, he's struggling for food on the map. Does have a lot of villages and gold. Once the gold runs out, he's not the one with trade. It's B. Can try and make a dash for the trade. It seems actually. Uh oh, that's a lot of spearmen. Someone might need to call PETA or some kind of animal rescue hotline because there's a lot of elephants that are about to get hurt potentially. But I do assure you there were no real elephants hurt in the making of this video. Here come the spearmen with lancers on the back line with a couple of nested bees as well, added just for good measure. Decent number of scholars though, 9 of them. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough though. The spearmen is just going to be such a hard counter. Randomly farming there, Wham. Right in front of the walls. Kind of strange. Anyway, here come the lancers. They dive in. They will be shredded by the elephants, but that gives time for the spearmen to dive in as well. As I say that, there's enough elephants to do a lot of damage. I think the knights, the lancers, just need to focus on the scholars. If they do that, they will cause a lot of damage. Nest of Bees comes out, takes out the scholars that were trying to heal up their own units, but got caught in the fireworks. Nest of Bees going to fire off again at the scholars, maybe? No, at the villagers. Holy smokes. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Wham taps out. We've seen something new, something strange, something brave from 3DB. The Chinese are trading. Certainly something new. Hope you guys enjoyed this casted game. Take care, and see you next time.